Okay, let's go ahead and cover now what I expect for the warm-up series in gi, because gi is going to be a little bit different in where people make mistakes and the types of grips that we can get. So let's go ahead and go straight into it with our flower sweep series, okay? So once I get closed guard, the first thing I require from my kids especially is I require grips on the sleeves right here. Okay, and we never put fingers inside this gi, okay, and we don't get these pathetic like pistol grips. What I'm doing right here, and I'll make a video one of these days showing what kind of grip I'm getting, but I'm folding the cuff out and I'm putting my 4 fingers in the cuff right here. I'm holding it like this. This is a very tight, strong, sturdy grip. And so when I first get grip, so like let's say he's got his hands on my hips like he's supposed to, I'm just gonna reach in here, fold his sleeves out and grab right here, okay? And now we're gonna do a sweep by compromising, making his butt go up in the air. So I'm gonna pull these arms to my chest, and at the same time, I'm gonna use my legs in the closed guard to lift his butt forward right here, okay? And this is not only making his chest come up out of alignment, out of balance with his hips, but I'm also bringing his arms to my chest. The biggest mistake I see is people go like this to make him come forward, and now the sweep won't necessarily work as well, at least the way I do it, okay? Because I like to keep the hands on the grips, okay? So here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the sleeves. I'm going to pull him, so like let's say he's starting with his hands on my hips like he's supposed to. I'm gonna pull the arms to my chest, his hands to my chest, and make his butt go up. Boom. Now that his butt's up, I'm gonna reach one hand. Notice I did not let go of this other grip. I just reach one hand. A lot of people, they just let go of everything to go for the next thing. We don't do that, all right? We don't let go of all the steps we've earned to move on to the next step. So I keep my hand right here on my chest. I scoop this underneath, getting my ear to his knee. You see how I scoop it all the way to the elbow pit. And then I kick up over his shoulder, and I end up in this mount. All right, let's scooch over. Once I'm in the mount, I bring my thumb across inside his gi. I do not do thumb on the same side. Thumb across, and I grab behind his neck. With the kids, the biggest problems I see is kids grab way out here, or they grab 4 fingers in. I'm grabbing thumb in, across, grabbing, turning his neck to the side, and I'm getting this submission right here, okay? I go into depth a lot on this in the mount series if you want to go to introduction to mount. But right here, thumb in, and what I'm doing right here is I'm trying to cut off his artery right here while zip tying his other artery shut. When I pull on his gi, his neck moves forward right into my forearm. So I come in, thumb behind, my knuckles are against the mat, I turn this neck, okay? And now my 4 fingers dive in, and it doesn't need to be high by his neck. I can reach down here, and I get that submission, okay? Very powerful submission. All right, that being said, after I get that submission, he's gonna make fists and hips, he's gonna shrimp out to that closed guard, which you guys should already know how to do. Right off the bat, he's gonna grab my sleeves, he's gonna pull me forward, scoop underneath my knee, boom, and he's gonna kick me up and over to mount, and then he's gonna get that same exact submission. Boom, good. Okay, so again, let's scooch over here so that way we have good positioning. Want to make fists, want to find his hips, I'm going to push, shrimp, close, guard. Same exact warm-ups from no-gi, so I guess movement. So if you don't know how to escape mount, I strongly suggest checking out the warm-up for no-gi. So anyway, getting here, grabbing his sleeves, pulling it forward, hooking underneath his leg. I'm going over my leg, under his leg, and I'm trying to hook all the way to my elbow pit, okay? I see some people grab here, it doesn't work as well. I get underneath here, and even if I have a loose grip here, it's better than nothing, but my goal is to get my ear to his knee, and I'm gripping with my elbow pit right here. And I'm kicking this foot right here over, okay? One of the biggest mistakes I see, go ahead and sit back up, is once they get here, they want him to go that way, so they pull like this, but then he posts, and then they can't kick him over. This grip has to stay on my chest as I kick him up and over, so he's got no post. Get right here, right into the choke. Thumb in, behind the neck, turning his neck, pulling his head into the choke, zip tying those arteries shut. Okay? One more side from A. One more angle from the side. There's that. One more time from a different angle on the side. So I'm here, grabbing, pulling, hooking. He does fists and hips. Close guard. Choking. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Good. Okay, so now Zeke and I are going to just kind of go over and over with it real quick on the flower sweep series. Here. And we'll kind of go back and forth this way. Remember, we're trying to stay in the square, but realistically, you want to practice the flower sweep on both sides. So if I'm going to hook underneath this leg, I need this grip. If I'm going to hook underneath this leg, I need this grip. Okay, so he's here. Okay, especially if you watched a lot of our other intro to mount and backpack and half guard and stuff like that, all this should start making a lot of sense. Okay, so from no gi to gi, you can see a lot of this is very similar. Now we're just doing a flower sweep instead of a hip bump sweep, and we're doing a choke instead of an Americana.